We've seen
Yeah, let's get into that. So I found it very fucking awkward. The one thing about it, two things for show, I'm never a get me type of bitch. You can never get me. Okay? I want to make that very, very clear. You can never get me.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another The Come Up Atlanta Season 3 after show. We have the doll, the one and only, the mother, the beautiful Judi doll joining us tonight for an exclusive, juicy after show, because we got a lot of stuff to get into. So before we start, Judi, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. As you know, I was sick, but I am better. I had food poisoning. Gag. But I'm good. I'm doing better. I feel a lot better. Just out here, you know, getting that money.
Yes, you look good. What inspired this look today?
Hurry up. I had a meeting. I had a Zoom meeting, as you know, and that took like I can curse on here?
Yeah.
It took like 2 fucking hours, and I was okay. I had like my makeup done, but I didn't have no wig on. I didn't have no lipstick on. I had no shirt on. I said, okay, we're going to go to Old Faithful. Old Faithful could never steer you wrong, you know. And we're going to slap on a lip, a shirt. Mm-hmm. And then all of my stuff is in bags because I'm moving. So I was like, okay, I need to hurry up.
Okay. So there's so much that has happened this season and that will continue to happen this season. So I kind of wanted to start off by saying, first of all, how's everything going with the hair business?
For one, professionalism, always. That's the big thing I wanted to tap in. Don't let this bullshit on this show confuse you with the business. Don't let the gay shit fool you with the business. Professionalism, always. Just because y'all see me on the show and think we girlfriends, don't play with me, because it ain't giving that. But they can expect just the craft to continue to grow. I plan on getting into a salon very soon here in Atlanta. And of course, I will be, showing more of that. I will be getting back into YouTube. I just felt like it was kind of cliche because everybody that come on the show said they're a YouTuber. So I didn't want to really get into that. But just better. That's just better everything, better quality, better customer service, better anything that can make someone good at what they do. I'm just doing better in every aspect.
Okay. Fans wanted to know, and people ask all the time, so I wanted to ask you, if you were to compare before the camera stuff was stolen, like the season before and this season now, which season do you think is better?
Probably, I don't have a neither. I would say after the stuff was stolen because less important people weren't there. But I would say before the cameras were stolen because it was really stressful refilming. And then I feel like people kind of missed certain storylines because we had already had disconnects, we had already had issues, we had already had problems. Mm-hmm. So I feel like some things maybe not connected as well, but either way I go, I like both. I feel like I was still me in both of them. So, yeah.
Period. So a lot of people loved in the first episode when you and Anthony were talking about being non-binary. It was really refreshing to see just because a lot of people don't really address those issues or talk about it. Why did you feel like that was important to kind of address and share that to the world?
Well, being a ballroom kid, I feel like people go out their way to say you have to pick something. Like you're a boy, you're a girl, you're a top, you're a bottom. I don't have to do any of that. Like I should be able to be whatever I want to be, however I feel. And I feel like non-binary fits me the best. I feel like people go out of their way to put you in a box. Like people go out of their way to say, oh, you are this or you are that. And it's like, well, no, I'm going to take that control back and I'm going to tell you what I am. And then two, people who are non-binary or gender non-conform, they really don't have a voice. Like, you have a voice for the trans women, as you should. You have a voice for the gay boy, as you should. But I do think that people of non-binary experience kind of just like very confused. Like how Black parents feel about their gay child or their trans child, that's how gay people and trans people feel about non-binary people. Like, are you confused?
Going into so I know that when I know that you're out of town working when they did the wine and cheese night, and then they told you about it. But watching it and seeing the conversation, how everything transpired between Anthony and Dariana, what are your thoughts?
So of course, I tried to play devil's advocate, like, oh no, Darion's really sweet to me. I was shocked because I'm like, oh, he was being a bitch. Like, he was being really nasty for no reason. I am happy that Anthony held her own. She did, pop her shit back. But I feel like it was very unnecessary. It was very unnecessary.
Before we get into the mess, what food did you try at the taste testing? Like, what was your favorite?
I think it was the red velvet cookies. Yeah. The red velvet cookies. Don't get me wrong. Do I think Leon is absolutely fucking crazy? Yes. Can the man cook? Yes. He can cook his ass off, so I'll never discredit him from that. Crazy? Yes. But he definitely could fucking cook. The man could cook. I would never be shady and like, oh no, it was good. Everything was good. But the red velvet cookies was the best. I would even book him for an event. He accepted, I don't know. But he could cook, so I'll never be shady about that. It was good.
What did you think when Anthony brought the backpack? I know that you said it was a great way for them to squash the beef. I honestly thought too that it was going to get nasty probably.
Like I said in my confessionals, considering Darion's track record, I thought he would have took it as shade and try to get into Anthony. I personally thought it was a good gesture. Like, okay, I wasn't invited, but let me show you that I still don't. I would have loved to be a part. I would have loved to, be a part of this. I would have loved to be a part of this greatness of helping the children. I did think it was weird that they accepted the gift. Let me not say that. Yes, I am going to say that. I do think it's weird that they accepted the gift and, acted as if it was okay. And then in the confessionals, they read why the fuck would you bring the? I'm like, well, girl, if you didn't want it, you could have just said you didn't want it. You could have just said, bitch, I ain't fucking with you. That's behind us. We'll start over clean at this event. Pay it. But I mean, I feel like it was a great gesture, not just because that's my friend, but I feel like it was just a great gesture. Okay. Go, I don't want to issue with you, bitch. Take this motherfucking book bag and get us some motherfucking kids.
We see that Quay enters and you guys finally have a conversation. It was great to see that it was a conversation that actually didn't go left. It was very much listen, we had a miscommunication. We talked about it. I noticed that most of the situations in the drama, that's kind of how you are. You're more listen, we need to talk about this, and it's not given the rah-rah until what happened at the network event. But talk about
I don't like confrontation
when it comes to conflict with the group.
I don't wait. You said how do I feel about the conflict with the group, or how do I handle conflict with the group?
Talk about how you handle conflict with the group.
I just don't like confrontation. You know me personally. Mm-hmm. I worked very hard to get where I'm at. I worked very hard to get from where I'm from. I'm from Henderson, North Carolina. It's not giving. I could be that person. I could be very rowdy. Wish they would see that. I could be very rowdy. I could be very ghetto. I could get active. I could bang. I could fight. And for what? For what? For what? When I feel like a lot of things could have just been handled by conversation. I don't mind having a conversation with anybody who is adult enough to have a conversation. I feel like Quay is very intelligent. I feel like he's a great young man. So I feel like we could have that conversation. Yeah, I don't be with the shit. I don't want to argue. I don't want to get combative because for one, I don't like being yelled at. I don't like feel like I'm being belittled. I don't like none of that. So my mind is to go to fight or flight. So I was just like, we could just have him. We're grown. I'm 25. That's old in gay years. I don't have time to be fighting nobody. But you know.
So we go into the Black Love Sip and Talk, which is going to be a big scene full of emotions, drama, shade. And as you guys are entering, Anthony brings up what's happening, you know, in the blogs and how Darion's throwing shade at him. He then decides he wanted to go down and address it. And do you think that maybe that was the perfect time, or do you think that Darion could have just put like what went aside?
Won't nobody there. Won't nobody. I will say, love Anthony down. That's my sister for Bleed, but I feel like at some point she just gave him too much energy. I feel like I know how it feels to be like, you know what, bitch, I'm not gonna let no bitch play with me. I'm not gonna let no bitch just keep trying me. I get that, but at one point you have to understand, like, when you that girl, it's always gonna be people like that. So I just wish she wouldn't have, you know, I wish she wouldn't have responded. And I feel like that's why the attacks kept coming. That's why the comments kept coming. That's why the stuff kept, because it was like, oh, I know she's gonna respond. But rightfully so, she was defending herself. So I just wish she would have just paid him no mind, honestly. When I say him, I mean Darion.
Okay. Now you and Milan have a conversation, and the cameras end up showing that before you got there, you know, as everyone knows, there's a situation between you and another person that was formerly on the show, and the cameras show that Darion and Milan ended up having a conversation before you guys got there, and apparently he invited this person, and Milan knew about it. So when you seen
that, let's get into that. So I found it very fucking awkward. The one thing about it, two things for show, I'm never a get me type of bitch. You can never get me, okay? I want to make that very, very clear. You can never get me. Okay, that's one. Two, I thought it was weird because I'm like, Milan, we were cool. At that moment, we were cool. Now, no, I don't use. Beautiful guy, talented, you know, never shade a bitch for being great at what they do. But Milan is a messy ass little bitch. She's messy as fuck, and I'm getting tired of her. I've been tired of her. But I just thought it was messy. I'm like, damn, girl. What Megan say? Damn, bitch. I thought we was cool. Now, Darion, it's like, if I recall properly, you said you didn't invite her. Her as in the person that we're gonna leave nameless. You said you didn't invite them. You said my friend popped up to surprise me, or they just came. That's bullshit, because we were at a secluded place in the park. I couldn't find it, nor could Karan. We had to like help each other get there. Am I upset? No. I don't have any loyalty to either one of them, and neither one of them have any loyalty to me. However, I did feel like we were cool. I feel like I feel like we had a mutual respect. I feel like somebody should have said, "Hey, Judi, I know you and homegirl not cool like that. I know the last time you were together, it was, you know, it wasn't the best. It was actually really bad. This person is coming. If you want to leave, I understand. Or if you want to, like, you know, just give you a heads up." No bitch had to say, "Hey girl, you my sister, you my best friend. This bitch coming to the." No, you could have just said, "Hey girl, such and such coming." Not to ask for my approval, not to ask for my permission, just to let a bitch know, like, "Hey girl, this bitch that you don't like coming." I would have respected that so much versus lying to it. Then even furthermore, watching it, it's just like, Darion, you did it to kind of gag me. Like you like, the girls don't want to gag. Girl, you tried to gag me, girl. And then what I feel like what bothered me, so now if it was just that person by themselves, that's fine. This person came with 3 other people.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I'm by myself. Can I tear it? Definitely. It's 4 bitches against me. Girl, they're probably gonna tear it on me. So I ain't got no choice but to keep my composure and keep it cute. But was I uncomfortable? No. Was I irritated? Yeah. Cause I feel like I have a problem with whenever I'm trying to be vulnerable and be, you know, in tune with my feelings, people always show me a reason why. If you remember before filming the stuff was stolen, we did the backpack shit.
Yeah.
I was not open with them bitches at all. I kept it very brief, kept it very cute. I tried to be very vulnerable with the love coach lady. We talked, we chopped it up. And it's like, as soon as I got to like the peak of being extremely vulnerable, production came like, hey, this was, and I'm like, I look back and I'm like, damn, these 4 bitches sitting right behind me. It's all these fucking places you could have said. So of course I have a problem. Of course I have a problem. But I wasn't moved. I was more so like, I was trying to process it all. I was really trying to process it all. Like I said, I wasn't upset. At the time, did I feel set up? No, because Darian said he didn't invite him. She said, and I quote, I didn't invite him. But the next day, well, now we know on camera you did, but it's okay. Small things to a giant.
I love that quote. When you say that, I love that.
It's so true. Like, I'm that girl. And you remember how that started. I'm that girl, I'm that bitch. Because you like, I feel like people are always gonna go out their way to try to make you look bad or try to like, let me see. It's almost one of the things like, let me see what's gonna ruffle this bitch's feathers. Let me see what's gonna make her sweat. And other than this ring light in front of me, nothing is gonna make me sweat. So
yeah. To play devil's advocate, Milan said that it wasn't his business to tell because he didn't want to get involved in the middle. Do you feel like I
feel like that was bullshit. I feel like if Milan had beef with a bitch and Anthony or Messiah was to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna invite X, Y, and Z to this event, that I'm gonna say, okay, girl, you know, Shay, you know, her and Milan, they're not homegirls like that. You know, they're not fucking with each other. You should probably just tell her, just because if she don't want to come, that leave the invitation open too. A bitch can even give me that. Like, I feel like people have a real bad misconception of being honest and being real ass bitches versus, oh, I don't want to be involved, because you were involved enough to have the conversation about it. You were involved, and you and Darian had a whole conversation about it. So you were already involved. You are already involved. You just chose your side. You chose your side poorly. And that's okay, baby. Stay there.
So we know that next week's episode is gonna get intense. It's gonna give shakitas, as we say.
It's gonna give shakitas.
It's gonna give shakitas. Definitely, like a new clip was shown where you were very ain't no bitch touch me, and that's on period. So the fans.
I'm honest. I'm gonna be so honest with you right now. Out of all the episodes, I've watched every episode. I have not watched every after show, and you know why. I don't watch things or support people or look at people that I don't favor. I watched Anthony's, but I was just like, that's one episode I'm gonna have a hard time watching. Yeah. Because to them, it's probably very, very minimum. It's probably like, oh yeah, she was just yelling, you know, she was just. But to me, it's like, that is a person I worked. And that night, I did think it was going to be a fight. I did think it was going to give, like, for me, I thought it was going to give Nuck if you buck. But I worked very hard to not be that person. I worked very hard to grow up, to adult, to get away from a certain lifestyle. I'm going to have to take you where I'm from. I'm going to have to take you to where I'm from, Karan, and you'll get it all once I take you there. But, I think it's going to be very cringy to watch. I don't want to see that person again. But I was just angry. I was very angry because I'm like, well, I still feel that way though. In a very common, nobody's going to touch me. Mm-hmm. But it's just like, girl, that night was a lot. And then even I'm not going to talk too much about the episode or what happened. But Milan, you sat on my lap. We were partners that night. Like, you were in my face all that day. So honestly, you're just as much as part of the problem as Darian is, because Bitch, you knew. And you turned around after and you had a conversation with me, Kiki, and girl, I love the hair. Da, da, da. Girl, you should just set your ass over there somewhere else and just not say a word to me. You just should have not said nothing to me. But I feel like the next episode is going to be a lot. I'm trying not to say this. I'm going to pay it. I feel like, what I'm going to say is, I feel like people are paying attention, but they're paying attention to the wrong shit. Pay attention, children. Pay attention.
Uh-oh.
Because after the next episode, it's going to be a new hate train. But the hate train for the whole season, pay attention. And it's popularity to conflict, it's not Darion. Y'all would love for me to say, y'all already give him hell anyway. But pay attention. Pay a motherfucking attention.
I will say every person that I did an after show with so far, I literally have said the same thing. It was just like, pay attention to what's about to come out, because and I will say to the viewers, you have to watch every detail of people's facial expressions, what they say, because it's all gonna,
the touching, the phone call, the girl.
everything.
Yeah.
You
all I'm gonna say is the people that are made to look like the bad guys on camera aren't really the bad guys. The bad guys are always behind the scenes. And I'm not talking about production. Yeah.
Ooh. So okay, I want to play a little game. Let's lighten the load a little bit, but this would be a little shady game, so I guess
my load always light.
Okay, let's start with, if you could bring back anyone to come on for next season, who do you think should be on? Like if from not this season, but from like the previous season, if there's anyone that you're like, oh, I think this would be a great addition to bring back.
Chris Hampton. I feel like she's a real ass bitch. I really like Chris. I really like Chris. I love her.
I agree. If you could choose to take anyone from this cast off, who would it be?
Darion, Leon, Dion, and Milan.
Now, who do you think is going to be in the hot seat the most at the reunion? Like, who do you think at the reunion is going to have the most to answer to?
Probably Darion and Leon, of course. Milan has a lot to answer. She's very white woman cunt about it, so she'll work her way around it. But them three.
Okay. I want to name everyone, and I want you to give me the first thing that pops in your mind for each cast member.
Okay. Can I give like very brief reasonings why I'm picking these words?
Yeah.
Or no? Okay, I say Quay talented because that bitch do everything. That bitch do every fucking thing. That bitch dance, sing, write, shake his ass, bitch. The bitch can do everything. Potential. When I say potential for Darion, I think he has the potential to be so great. And that's not even me being shy. It's just me being, I'm nothing but a real ass bitch. I feel like if Darion took some time to really sit and speak with a therapist, I feel like Darion could be such an amazing human being. But I don't know what the disconnect is. I don't know if it's childhood trauma. I don't know what it is, but potential. In due time, because he is young, in due time, the man will be great. He's sweet. He's a sweet guy. I just feel like he's sweet. He just don't got the right recipe right now.
Okay. Messiah.
Pretty.
Milan.
What can I say about Milan? Crafty. Like, the bitch could do hair, so crafty. The bitch is an amazing hairstylist, so crafty.
Yes. Dion.
Dramatic. Damn. Crybaby ass.
I love him. I love his dramatic stuff. It is so fun.
Laura's so fucking annoying.
Anthony.
Kim K.
Very much. And last but not least, Judi doll.
That bitch.
Period. How do you think the reunion is gonna go? I know that we have a theme this year, and I'm super excited to see how everyone's gonna dress up and what they're gonna look like. How do you think it's gonna go? Ooh.
Sorry, people keep calling me because I'm Negro. No, I'm playing. I feel like the reunion is gonna go swell. I think it'll be a lot of loud talking. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be any fights at the reunion. I know I won't be fighting anyone. Nobody wants to fight me, first of all. But not even like, but no, nobody wants to fight me. Like I'm that girl. I'm cool. I don't think there's gonna be any fighting though. I don't think it needs to be. I feel like we're adults. We're grown. We are grown. We should act like it. But I feel like it's gonna be beautiful. I hope everyone comes in theme and looks presentable. How else I feel like the reunion gonna go? I feel like the girls should handle the reunion like they would handle like any other reunion, like a Love and Hip Hop reunion. Not Love and Hip Hop, girl, never mind. Like, I feel like they should handle it like it's like, Housewives of Potomac, Housewives of Atlanta, like carry yourself with some grace and poise. So I feel like it'll go great as long as girls go by that. Carry yourself with grace and poise. We could yell, we could shade, we could read. Stay in your seat.
How do you think the rest of the season's gonna go? Because I know fans are gonna be excited to see what's about to unfold.
Shambles. I feel like the next episode is what everybody's waiting for. They get to see me in a different light. They get to see the fight finally. We get to hear the truth. Make sure you girls are listening in the next episode. Listen to everything. It's a lot of commotion going on, but listen, because the girls was lying. But it's a lot. The next episode is actually like the meat. It's like, how you go to the Subway, you get a sub. It's the piece of the meat of the season because it's a lot that happened in that one episode. Mm-hmm. On camera and off camera.
Oh yeah.
Off camera, definitely.
Woo, okay. For the viewers who are watching, there's a lot of people who are Team Judi. So what would you like to say to your fans?
I just love you back. I appreciate you for supporting a little ghetto ass boy from Henderson, North Carolina. I thank you for just seeing me in all shape, form, and fashion. Because I know sometimes y'all be confused on set, like this bitch was just in a bob, this bitch was just, now she got a do-rag on. I know it's a lot. You'll get used to it. My family had to do it too. But no, I appreciate all the love and support. I love the messages I get in my DMs. I love when y'all see me out and y'all like, hi, Judi. I appreciate that, like I do. And also, I'm gonna keep it brief because a girl can get emotional. Oh. Look, don't let this show make like anytime y'all see people that y'all love or support, don't let them make you feel like you're like they're superior to you. We're all regular. We go through struggles too. Bitch, we all have hardships too. Ain't nothing in life easy. I'm regular just like you. I'm just on a different path. Your time might be coming after mine. My time might be coming after yours, bitch. Just don't let these girls on these platforms fool you. You still that bitch too.
Thank you so much for coming on, Judi. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have you definitely come back on. I'm gonna start doing group.
I don't know if I can do a wig again. This shit hot.
Come and try. But definitely, definitely I want to have you back with a couple more people so we can get into some things. But thank you guys so much for watching this after show. And hopefully you got to know a lot more about Judi in the episodes to come and the tea that was dropped. And we will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.
See you.